Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to use automation in Studio One. Let's go! Becoming a master of short intros. Automation is really important when you're mixing and producing. It just gives life to a song. It's really easy to do in any DAW, Studio One in particular. And I think it can definitely be the sort of difference between a song feeling a little bit lifeless and a song feeling really exciting. So in Studio One, we have two different types of automation. We've got track level automation, and then we have effect level automation, and I'll dive into both of those. So to do track level automation, which is just kind of what I'm calling it, you go to the mixer, click the mix window. You could also do it here on the arrange view, but mix is slightly easier. And then at the bottom, you see these channels. It says auto off. So let's go to this thing. There's read, touch, latch, write. Basically, we're going to be kind of moving between touch and write. I don't really use latch, but touch will automate when you're touching either the fader or the pan or the mute. It won't do it automatically, only when it's kind of being activated, whereas write will be constantly writing and it will erase any automation that's sort of existing already. So let's just try it. I'm going to go touch just to show you, and I'm going to play it, and I'm just going to mess with this volume knob to start with, but I'm going to do it on the arranger side. Obviously that's a really extreme amount of automation. And if we just play it back on touch, you will notice that the fader will move with it. And then if I grab it, I can kind of continue automating. So it's sort of a work in progress kind of style of automation where you can keep tweaking it. I have a fader port in front of me, so it's really good for those kind of movements if you just want to keep writing the fader, and it's pretty fast. Now the next type is to go to write, and if we just play it, what you'll see is going to happen is it's just going to wipe all of this out. But then we can still move it up and down as we like. But now it's going to hold the position when I let go. So that's really the main difference. When you stop holding the mouse down when you're clicking a fader on touch, it'll just bounce back to the default position, whereas write, if you bring it down and then let go of the mouse, it'll continue just kind of writing on that particular volume. And just quickly to sort of show what you can do with this type of automation, this is the pan wheel, I guess. And then we can also automate mutes, I believe. And once you're happy with your automation, simply click read. And you can see automation by pressing A on the keyboard, which will show you the most recent automation, at least with my settings. Or you can click this little expand envelopes here, and then it'll show you all of the various parameters of automation that you've entered. And once you're in here, you can also just like click around and write stuff. You can use the various tools to do things. So you can really kind of dive in and get super nerdy. You can change the scale of a line. You can make it more exponential or more linear depending on where you want it to go, just by holding. There'll be a dot in between two different points. So if you just grab that and mess with it, you can get different fades. It's pretty fun. Definitely recommend messing around. You can go through and just delete it all. And if you don't want automation, just click off, or you can individually turn off the various automation parameters. So the next level of automation, and sometimes some plugins don't really work well with this. Studio One plugins obviously work. Most plugins are pretty good. There'll be the occasional plugin that just doesn't seem to want to work as well with automation. There's usually workarounds, but sometimes it's a bit more difficult. I'm going to pull up Valhalla Room on the opening sound here. And to do this kind of automation, you just need to come up to the top left corner, and it's all the same. So as you can see, that wrote there. Maybe let's do write and have some fun. And you fade it away. And then you click read. And you can assign all of these things to faders and to various key commands and stuff to make it faster and easier, but that's a really easy way to do automation. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, hit like and hit subscribe. It helps me out a bunch. If you use Studio One, which I'm assuming you do, there is a link to go get a bunch of free presets that I've made for Studio One. You just need to enter your email and your name, and then it gets sent to your email address. You don't have to pay. It's all completely free. You'll be signing up to my weekly newsletter called The Producer Place, which will just be kind of little goodies that I'm finding kind of throughout the week, generally split out at this point in time anyway into 3 different categories. So plugins that I'm using, tricks that I'm using that I've used in the past week, and then some music that I'm listening to. So it's pretty easy, pretty digestible, and good fun. If you're in need of a mixing engineer or a producer, you can check out some of my work in the description below. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or you want to work with me. And yeah, have a good day, and I'll catch you next video. Goodbye.